What's up, YouTube? Here with episode number 4 with the Wise Guys channel, man. Thank y'all so much for what y'all been, the love y'all been showing in the comments. We want to smoke, we want everything, man. So we appreciate everything all the way through, man. And without further ado, your hosts are gonna be Cliff and
Sammy. Love Dr. Baby. What's happening?
all right, man. So we gonna keep going. I see you covered them twist up. Girl was eating you up last time.
Oh, they coming right back out. We don't worry about that. We appreciate you watching. We appreciate it.
Already.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna get into why we don't care about that. This video is gonna be very much indicative of that, and we're gonna get into straight into it, man. OG Granny getting in Kevin Samuel's ass, and we're gonna have our opinions about it, and y'all tell me what y'all think about it, and we'll roll from there, man.
Let's get it.
All right.
He said, "Oh God."
Hey, man. The crowd says what the crowd wants, man.
Hey.
All right, let's check OG Granny out, man.
Yeah. What you got? What you got, Granny?
All right, here we go.
It's OG Granny. Hey, loving you guys. Appreciate you guys on Twitter and Instagram. Loving you guys. Well, today, Granny is irritated today, okay? We're here to talk about this trifling looking like a piece of bacon ass nigga, Samuel. Okay, we're here to talk about you. You ain't got no kind of degree. You ugly as shit, and you sitting up there acting like you can get every woman you can get. And I don't know why females have the nerve to sit in your chair. Before you was doing what you doing, you wasn't shit. You probably was that little nerd on Urkel, okay, looking like.
All right, let's go ahead and get into it. OG Granny makes some inflammatory statements, man. Sammy, start us off, man. What do you think so far, bro?
What did he do to her? Jesus, she just went straight in, piece of bacon looking. Damn, like you don't have a degree, which means what? Because a lot of us, a lot of people, period, and not even working in what you got your master's in undergrad in. So what does that matter about what the advice he's giving? I want to know why she's so mad. I was thinking Mima was about to come on here, so I'm like, OG Granny, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking I'm about to see Mima. We getting more of a pissed off Aunt Alice right now, so that's what I got right now. I'm just trying to see what the problem is. I guess I got to wait on that. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. A few inflammatory statements to start off. For starters, I know Kevin Samuels mentioned he went to OU. That's where he plays Kappa and whatever. I don't know if he graduated or not. That's something I never even probed, you know what I'm saying? So she could be right about that. I don't know it to be so. What I do know is myself, I got 2 degrees, which I don't use. I'm sorry, I have 3 degrees that I don't use. I have associates, a bachelor's, and a master's, and neither of which I use for my profession right now, being a salesman. So I don't understand what the real indictment is of that if you're successful. But I wanted OG take it over, man, because she seemed to be on one right now. So I don't want to deprive her of her moment. So I want to get back into it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So she coming out swinging though, man. I want to give OG Granny, props on some level. She ain't pussying around it. She's saying what she feels. So let's see how it goes beyond here.
She ain't make it this far, getting to this age by being scared. So
hey, OG coming casket sharp. You know what I'm talking about? Looking like a young Ving Rhames out here. All right, let's keep it rolling.
All right.
Like Bernie Mac's little step kid, okay? You got me fucked up. You and shit. You probably got a hand up. Nah,
I can't. Granny say Bernie Mac with a T at the end. Oh, this is gonna be a classic one, man. It's gonna be a classic one. Let's keep it rolling.
That's sleeping on the side of your desk and a garbage can full of tissue beside you, nigga. Put your hands on your table when you talk to us, okay? You're probably getting an orgasm just fucking with us. You women, I don't know how you line yourself up to get roasted like that and put in the hot seat, okay? Somehow in your remote mind, you may think that he has some kind of wisdom looking as ugly and fuck as he do, but I guarantee you he does not, looking like Frankenstein's brother, okay? And motherfucker, you've been divorced 2 or 3 times. You couldn't have bought your way in, okay? That's what I do know. You still don't look like shit, and you got some change, okay? So I know you don't look like shit before you got any, okay? Keeping it 100. And talk about black women. Your mama black, and as dark and ink looking as your motherfucking ass look, your daddy black too, nigga, okay? So how you gonna talk about black women? To all black women that got disrespected in his hot motherfucking seat, hey, kudos to you, because you should have roasted his ass, okay?
All right, let's stop it right here, man. All you're seeing right now is Kev talks about this a lot, man. The sign language, man. Shame, insults, guilt, and need to be right. And my thing is this: you don't have to agree with anything that Kevin Samuels says. If you're gonna disagree, it would behoove you to come with a cogent argument to refute things he said. All you coming in is with ad hominem attacks, and that's kid level shit. Like, if you don't like somebody, no problem. Attack what they're saying with fact, whether it's anecdotal or it's just general. You're supposed to come with a refutable argument to dispel who you say that is not, a guy like Kevin Samuels who you don't agree with, whose philosophy. This to me is weak ass shit that we all learned at the. I mean, if you play sports, if you on a playground, this is like shooting the dozens right here. Like, and this is why this is women. This is a weak tactic. When you come in with these ad hominem attacks, that ain't nothing we ain't experienced since forever. The easiest insult to say is you gay, your mama ain't shit, you fat, you skinny,
you ugly,
you ugly. Like, that's easy. That's we've been dealing with this shit since we was 5-6 years old on the playground. So it's like, if you want to have a real impact, you gotta come hard in this. This shit right here is weak, in my opinion. But Sammy, I'm gonna let you take over, bro.
No, I absolutely agree. Like I said, I'm a bit taken back by her approach. That's not what I would expect from a grandma, but a grandma doesn't mean that you're a great person. It just means that you got a kid that got a kid, so.
Mean you old.
Right. It really don't mean you old either. My mama was a year younger than me when she became a grandma.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, so it just means that it is what it is. But yeah, she's using playground tactics and attacking everything but what she has a problem with. She don't have a problem with the fact that he's bacon looking, whatever she calling him, and black and all that stuff. She got a problem with the fact that he's actually getting results and people keep coming back because they really believe in what he's saying. And I hate to be on here, well, you know what? I don't hate to be on here defending him because we get put down so much, when we actually are trying to do something rightful and help, and we can't allow that just as men. If men are actually doing the right thing and we out here trying to help, then we can't allow people, even if it's somebody grandma, to come out here tripping like that. That's not happening. So you got it. You go back to it.
That's facts. I mean,
go
ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
No. I was just saying. I feel like it's gonna be a few more minutes of that. I don't see it going to anything that's worth anything. I think this whole video. I haven't seen it, but I think this whole video is gonna be that. So go ahead.
Man, this is a pro NFG channel, man, which is no fucks given, man. I'm sorry. I don't care how old you are. I don't care what your status is. If you're talking bullshit, we're going to call you out on your bullshit. Sorry, this is how it goes, man. I'm not going to let you get away. Granted, you're elder. I'm going to give you respect just off the strength of you have been on this earth longer than me, but I'm not going to let you get away with your prom dress, with your brooch you got on your neck. Lord have mercy, where you got that wig from, baby. I'm not gonna let you get away like what you speak is truth, and that our women should follow your sentiment when all you are doing is ad hominem attacks, which is base level critique for something that you really want to result from. I can't let you make it, baby. I'm sorry.
She cleaned in the bitch.
Yeah, let her tell her. She clean. Look at that cabinet back there. But All right, let me stop.
Yeah,
Because I don't want to ad hominem attack her, but this is a funny presentation that she's showing. I'm sorry.
That's the type of energy it breeds, though. It's like, nah, you trying to get on somebody gonna get on you. That's what it.
Yeah,
that's
man.
what happens, you know. But yeah, I feel you. We ain't gonna stoop down to her character.
I don't want to do that. But that's a funny presentation you got going. So let's keep it rolling.
Surprised nobody lit him up, okay? Because I wouldn't have sat in your motherfucking chair and have you tell me to start counting under 7. Nigga, you ain't even a motherfucking 4, nigga. Nigga, you ain't even.
First off, he didn't say count under 7. He said don't use 7. So again, false narratives that you pitching through your diatribe.
But she believes it, and she's profiling him based off of that false ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see this too often, that people believe something that's not actually true, but they profile you based off of that. So what they really think of you is based off of bullshit. And we have to stop doing that. Like, use facts. If it's not a fact, don't profile somebody based off of your opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's not based on facts. You just said that this man said something that he totally does not ever say. Said you can't use. He said you can't use 7. You saying he said start under 7. Two totally fundamentally different things. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be real when you're gonna do this stuff, because you plan yourself out of a situation that you could actually win from. And I see that shit all the time. So that's frustrating. It's frustrating that I can't tell how old she is.
Old as shit.
She's between 50 and 82.
50 my ass. 50 my ass. 65 and up.
You don't know that. We don't know. I give her 50 because I seen some 50-year-olds that look like that. So we don't know.
Black don't crack. That's what I heard. So now that's nope.
Right. So
nope.
50 through 82, you know, she looks great. But
50 through 82, that's you're so nice, bro. You're too nice. That's 65 at least. At least that's 65. All right, fair enough. Let's hold that.
Right. But yeah,
that's the thing.
Go ahead. You got it.
And it's like, not only is it detrimental to your own understanding, that there's some women who understand her lane. Why is that? Because they know that that's their trajectory. Their trajectory is to be the OG Granny, because life has shown them that the way that they understand things, or at least their expectation of life, it does not align with normality. It does not align with the mainstream approach. So when they see somebody like OG Granny, she just throwing ad hominem attacks, she's just cursing, she got no filter. This represents an archetype that a lot of women exude, and that's why a lot of women will follow this shit. But y'all, and I always say, look forward. Do you want to be an OG Granny? Do you want to be this type of person when you're this age?
Hell no.
And so, you know what I'm saying? It's so cool. But most women, I would think, you know, if you want to have a, you know, upstanding, upright life, that's not your aim to be like that. And that's just real talk. So you got to watch what you listen to, because what you take into, that's what you become. Yep. So I would add that before we move forward. Mm-hmm. All right. So that's OG's. What else you got? And again, I want to give her respect just off the strength of being a black woman, but I'm not going to let you make it with this bullshit you're talking about.
I mean, give everybody a general respect, period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But once you lose it, you lose it. You know what I'm saying? And that's based on you. We not taking it from her. She's doing it herself. You know what I'm saying? So we respected her. I respected her till she started opening her mouth, and she's not worthy of that kind of high level of respect. She's worthy of respect as a person. You know what I'm saying? But as far as me ever being like in her presence and wanting to have a conversation with her, and asking somebody telling somebody they should respect her because of how she is, I would never do that. You know, she's earning what she's getting right now. That's bullshit. So,
man, Cleopas, come get your woman. Come get your woman, dog. She out here wilding, bro. She got onto the internet, and she out here wilding, bro. Cleopas, come get your woman, man.
To the internet.
Let us move forward.
Yeah.
Garden with your ugly looking motherfucking ass. Okay? You look like Kermit, I swear you do. And in your funky ass bitch looking suits. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
let me say this. She is funny. I can't give her not credit. You know, because when you get on roast, at least be funny. And she got that part covered. I ain't gonna lie. The jokes are kind of funny.
She does.
I'm gonna give it at least.
Yeah, she does. No, I said, yeah, she does this because I could never, you know me, I'm not the go back and forth with you type, you know, so I couldn't come up with stuff like that. But she was clicking. But,
she usually does. I give her credit. She's funny. Right. All right, let's keep it going.
Got an upper hand on your bitch ass, okay? Because I got an identity crisis too. Let it be known, okay?
We know
my folks. And so you mad? Is you mad, bro, that you can't be one of us? We being all that we can fucking be. Mad, right? You a bitch, you probably got some dresses in the motherfucking closet and dressing up and shit. But you can't wait to lie.
Granny showed you the goods, Granny. You better put them goods up, girl, for they expire, man. You better chill out. Granny showed you the goods.
Oh, shit.
I couldn't let that go. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. I feel like she got
line us up and talk shit to us. Yeah, I know you are. I know you fucking hoity-toity, you little gummy bear bitch. I know you are. Okay, so keep it in 100. Sisters, stop calling on this motherfucker. He's a fake. He's stupid. He ain't got no degrees. Went on your page, nigga. You're all by your motherfucking self. You ain't even got no friends.
All right, so I can't, Granny, I can't let you make it. Granny, you're making incendiary claims. You're going to have to put some bases behind it. And I got to say this. Here's why women go to Kevin Samuels' page, because they're tired of hearing hope. They're tired of hearing that, you know, this great situation is waiting for you if you just keep hoping enough. You keep believing yourself, black girl magic and blah, blah, blah. You know what's happening? 75% of y'all are not getting married. And in reality, 75% of y'all do want to be married. So that's where Kevin Samuels comes in, giving you brutal honesty. So, you know, Granny, I know she got a ring. I think it's on her right finger. I don't know if the camera has switched it, but I probably, if I was a betting man, I would say she probably isn't in a healthy relationship of what you would think, but she could be, and I could be totally wrong. And I want to apologize if I'm wrong. But if I were to assess, you know, what she got going, I just don't know, you know, unless we talking about Rufus, old school Rufus, putting up with her shit. I just don't see how that's a culture relationship, you know what I'm saying, with a woman that old who got a mouth that big, in my opinion. So, yeah. So what you guys say about what she said about those things?
No, I agree with you. It's the same thing. I don't know what her personal life. I don't know her at all. I don't even know her real name, you know. But when her title it seems accurate. I heard her say folk and all that type of stuff. So when they say OG, she probably really was, you know what I'm saying, OG, you know, gang banging, you know, at some point in life, you know. So I don't know. I'll say this. I wouldn't want to be married to her, you know, with that kind of with those kind of reactions, you know, to somebody that she clearly doesn't even know. She said this man, he ain't got friends, he by himself. I went to your page, you stupid, because you ain't got no degree. Just a bunch of crazy stuff that she's claiming that she clearly don't know, you know. So it means that she must further live in delusion in other areas as well. And that shit is hell when you have to be with somebody every day. So I feel if Rufus or Otis, whoever it is, you know what I'm saying, that may be married to her, I feel sorry for them boys if that's the case, you know, because that's a hell of a situation to deal with on a daily basis.
Hey, man. I just got to give a collective $750 to whoever dealing with. Rufus, get your woman in line, man. She out here wilding on the ground, man.
Oh, another thing.
Yeah, what you got?
If she see this, oh, you best believe she gonna come tear her ass up. She gonna. Oh, me neither. I don't. You know, but she definitely gonna make a video doing the same thing. And we expected, Granny. We still love you though.
Yeah, come on with it, man. Again, man, and what I led in with, we used to shooting the dozens, man. You hear that again? If you play sports, locker room talk, that's I guess is why men have a less fragile ego, because that's kind of what our makeup is getting talked about. So you know your insecurities like at a young ass age. You know what I'm saying? You know what someone could attack at a young age. So I mean, anybody, and we've had a few, you know, ad hominem attacks. It's not a big deal. Like we're not sensitive like that. We just want to know where your shit is coming from. So that's just, what it is. It's not a big deal. We're not going to go cry to our mothers because of what you guys say, what you don't like about us. It's not a big deal. But let us proceed on.
Yeah.
You're lonely because you ain't got no friends, or you got a paddle in your motherfucking closet for somebody to whoop your bitch ass. Take them vices off your shit while you talk to us, nigga. Let it be known. You sitting up there in the darkness like you're fucking important because you can't move because your shit is locked down. Okay? Keep it at 100.
All right, Glenn, you hating now. I ain't gonna lie to you, Granny. You keep it funny. Now you talking about he don't know nobody, he ain't got no friends. That's something you cannot anecdotically, critique. So now you're moving towards just flat out hating. You talking about you're not important. And then here's the thing. You can say somebody not important, but there's a such thing called reality. And reality is he got the internet on smash right now. He got YouTube on smash right now. So you can say what you want to say, but how that shows up into actual reality is he got the internet on smash. So that's a baseless, contempt that you're throwing at him, and it's not based in reality. So I'm gonna have to call you to task on that, Granny. That's not a fair assessment.
No, you go ahead because I totally.
All right, let's keep it rolling.
Yeah,
let's keep it rolling.
If I had my motherfucking way, take you to my motherfucking house and bend over and give you that good ass spanking. You can always talk, motherfucker. Okay? And I'm a pretty bitch too. You 60, motherfucker. Ain't no Viagra, nothing can help your motherfucking ass.
Granny, Granny, I can't let you keep doing it. Granny, you overstepping boundaries, man. Granny, come on, man. You're saying things that aren't true. The man is 51 years old. First off, he's 51. What did she just said?
Nah, she just that she's a pretty bitch.
Yeah, Granny. Granny. Let me put my eye all the way to this camera. Come on, Granny. I'm not gonna disrespect you, Granny, but pretty bitch. That wouldn't be a way I would describe you. I'm sorry. I'm sure most men wouldn't. You got anything to add to that?
Delusion, man. This is a terrible drug. Terrible drug.
All right.
Go ahead.
Come on, Granny. Come on, Granny. You get incendiary with your claims. Let's keep it rolling.
If you had a dick, you ain't got no impact, you bony ass bitch. Okay? Keeping it solid. Keep your mouth off of black sisters because we bulldogs. We got heart. We got to take care of these motherfucking kids after you black bastards run off and leave us. We still got to make bread. We still got to get the milk. We still got to go to mom.
All right, I gotta stop it there. But this is where the video gets good. And I'm gonna let you go before me if you want to speak on what you just said.
No, I needed to hear what the rest of what she was going to say. I needed to hear the finish of the statement. I see where she was going, but I want to see what it was. So go ahead. All
right, so I'll comment on what I see right now. So now she's going to that black woman is God, goddess, God, spectrum, and saying we bulldogs, we out here, we doing all this, these niggas leaving. So here's the problem I have with this. So are a lot of black women stepping up, doing their thing? Of course. But a lot of black women stepping up, doing their thing while pushing the man out the equation, thinking they can do it themselves. Yeah. And here's the reality. Black boys raised by black women are the far and away worst performing men out here. It ain't even close. And when you delve into a situation and ask, okay, why is it a one parent situation? It's because usually the black woman pushes the man all the way out the equation where he's not fucking with it no more. And that's just reality. And that's a reality of a lot of situations because they think, oh, I can do better on my own. I'm gonna find the next man. And what the reality is, you don't. So you're raising this young man who does not have direction. He does not have male energy. So you can call yourself a bulldog. You can do all that, no problem. But what the statistics show is you are the worst at raising these future leaders of society because you're not good at it, because it's not your place to do so. And I know it's going to offend a lot of people and send them the wrong way, but the numbers just show. So you can talk yourself up. You can do all this shit, but the numbers show men are at their worst being raised by black single mothers. You're at your worst because, and I say this all the time, because what happens around the age of 10 or 11, you got your last whooping, and guess what? That shit don't hurt no more. Around 10, 11, it's like, it's one a goddamn thing. So what happens? That slow matriculation from listening to your mother goes, and you start to listen to other outside forces because you're looking for that paternal love. You're looking for that paternal motivation. And inversely, what happens in these households is that the father may want to try and jump in, but what? The mother holds the kid hostage as far as, well, if you're not giving me what I want, as far as love, affection, money, then I'm going to deprive you from your kid. And what they don't understand is in the long play, you hurting your kid. But it takes a long time for a lot of women to understand that. And that's why a lot of our gentlemen who were raised by one parent, they end up fucked up. Or they end up very deprived in a lot of areas that are, incumbent of our men to learn to grow and be responsible, respectable, upstanding members of breeding forward a better society, because that whole middle ground gets taken away over dumb, petty shit. And we've been kind of repeating that cycle for the upwards of about 40 years. So that's what Granny is glossing over, fact, using her feelings. And I think that that's a very dangerous cycle that Black women embrace, that is shown to not be a fruitful entity.
No, I totally agree. When you're speaking on that, my situation, my personal situation, splitting with my kid's mom, it is the system is built to take care of women that are in that situation. But what it's not built to do is supplement what those kids are missing when the dad is not in the picture. So me, I'm going to make sure that I'm in my kids' picture, in their life, to make sure that they don't have this gap or this void that they gonna need filled by somebody that, well, something that can't fill it. You know what I'm saying? They need balance. That's why two parents matter. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if it's the mom and a stepdad, the dad and a stepmom. Like, they need two parents for balance. Like, women are nurturers. We are more logical. We gonna lead them to, especially if you got a son. So I have a Cruz I've spoke of before, and Lil Sammy. They are two totally different kids, right? And this ain't really got nothing to do with Granny, but I'm just saying how you have to understand your kid's personality. And Lil Sammy, he would be fine. He probably would be fine with just a mom, being nurtured. Cruz would not. Cruz has the personality, and me and Cliff, we know since he was born. Like, he's either going to be really good at being good or really good at being bad. And the fact that that, you have to kind of push him to the way that he should go, or he going to go which way. He going to gravitate towards whatever way he wants if he has no direction. And that's what we're supposed to do. He needs to see it by example. He needs to be led by example. He needs to see that, okay, this is what a man is supposed to do. My daddy does this, so this is what I'm going to do. And I know that because they say, well, daddy, you do this. That's why I do this. And they tell you that they learn, and they show you that they learned it. So if you don't have that man in the house, somebody that, first off, he has to be capable, because if that man ain't shit, then he don't need to be in the house. So I understand the situation. I know what you're talking about. It's a lot of cases where the men, they just simply not up to par, and they should not be in their kid's life because it will make it worse than making it better. But you gotta know that if he's not there, you're gonna have to find something to replace that, because he still needs that masculine energy to lead him the way he's supposed to go. Because I know a lot of women, when their kids get around 12, 13, they be like, well, you can go with your daddy now. But like, damn, at 12, 13, it's too late. We already decided who we were going to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, if you want to come in, if you come in that man life at 12, 13, and you ain't been there all this time, he not going to respect you. Like, he going to have his own opinion about you. You probably been telling them stuff, and I'm not going to project that on you.
Ain't no probably.
It's cases where that don't happen, so I'm not going to project that on everybody.
Ain't no problem.
Generally, people, women, they say how they feel about a certain person, that their kid's dad, and they take that in. So if you send them over there at 12, 13 because you can't handle him anymore, he not going to respect his dad. He not going to take in what his dad actually has to give him. It's going to be a battle, a tug of war back and forth about who the man is, when he feel like at 13, like, shit, I'm a man, my nuts done dropped, I got hair, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm feeling like I can handle my own out here. That's just how we feel. We stupid, that's just what kids do. But you can't tell him it's his fault, because y'all have to have foresight on that situation. You got to know that this is coming. You got to know that at 12, 13, it's too late. You got to know at 4, 5, 6, when they learning the most, that you have to be there. You got to be hands-on with them. So yeah, it's situations where men, they skate and you left holding the bag. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of situations where, like Cliff alluded to earlier, where you pushing them out and then you left holding that bag and you want to blame him for holding the bag. Nah, you pushed him out. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason, you got to understand and take accountability for that, because that's why she shares that sentiment, and that's why we're in the situation we are today. Because within the Black community with broken homes, because we don't know how to be together. You know what I'm saying? And if we are together, we don't know how to co-parent when we're not together. It's either all or nothing. And when that's the case, this is what happens. You get this type of situation at 650 to 82. You know what I'm saying? So you got it. Yep. Sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to go so long, but I lived the situation, and let me, so y'all don't know, but and I'll share it. But me and their mom, we co-parent fine. Like with kids, what the kids need is what they get. You know what I'm saying? We don't have a personal relationship like that, which we don't need to. You know what I'm saying? It's about the kids. We gonna make sure the kids have what the kids need. So that's how it should be. And I feel like this is why we had problems out here. So go ahead.
Yep, there we go. Move forward.
Mm-hmm. Motherfucking work every motherfucking day and still take care of your kids, motherfucker. If you was a real motherfucking man with your bitch ass self, you'd have stayed with the first wife. And how many kids do your bitch ass got?
I got a challenge, baby. You can't just make these statements, because why? 80% of Black women leave their Black men in the marriage. So you can't say you should stay with your first marriage if you are the one filing for divorce. You cannot say that. I'm going to hold you to task. So again, I'm not about to ad hominem attacks. I'm going to attack your logic. And your logic does not measure up about how it is out here in the field. So I can't let you get away with that. So you're talking bullshit and you're getting emotional, but it's not substantive to move our people forward. Let me say that.
No, that's it. Go ahead.
I don't see no kids in none of your pictures. None. You fake ass nigga. You look like that motherfucker on Lucio Ball coming through town with that beat about a Benjamin shit, selling that bullshit tonic to every motherfucking body. We on your bitch ass now, okay? Keep your mouth off of the Black women. I represent all Black women in this motherfucking world, okay? Keep your bitch ass off of them. And if you got some high heels in the corner, just chop them down a little bit so you can be a little shorter at the table, okay? When you're drinking that little water you're drinking, okay? Sitting up there going to tell these people you're a person of God. No, I saw you cussing. Hands, hey, no hands barred now, nigga. I was going to give you props and not roast your bitch ass, but you ain't no man of God. You ain't shit. A counselor? Where is your degrees? Where is your documentation? Where is your paperwork, nigga? You ain't got shit to show who you is. You a beat about a Benjamin ass bitch. That's what the fuck you is. And if I seen your bitch ass, I wouldn't talk to you. You look like you're 4'11". Look like you're part of the carnival. Okay? Little leprechaun ass bitch. It's just.
I gotta add in, this nigga is 6'4". So
yeah, he's pretty tall.
That nigga is 6'4". She just shoot the hip. Let's proceed.
Stripe it, okay? Walking around here trying to pass and be mad because you can't be one of us. That's what that shit is about, motherfucking drag queen, okay? And you need to touch up on that motherfucking shit you got around your face and look like somebody's shit, okay? And the cookies done fell off, bitch. Okay, and that's for all women. I'm OG Granny and I'm in the house. Don't let motherfuckers degrade you, disrespect you, talk to you like you nobody. Stand up for yours. Represent. Represent. We Black all day. Black on Black. Okay? OG Granny out. Deuces.
Oh, Lord. So I'll let you do your closing thoughts, man, and I'll do it then. I'm about done with this one.
OG. that's bruh. It's honestly sad. I hate to see stuff like that. I hate to feel that kind of energy coming from anybody, you know, and she sincerely feels that way. I do believe, like I said, that she's about what she says. I feel like she would let him have it, you know, if she had to meet him in person. At any rate, you know, if she called in, she would let him have it, not listen, and just say what she feels and go in about it like she just did. I do feel like this is problematic though, because what she said, and she doesn't represent every black woman, because I know a lot of black women that will see that video and be disgusted by it, you know, and would not take that as representation, you know. But she does represent some, you know. She does represent not a majority, but the fact that she represents some is the problem, you know. And I feel like there's so much needs to be unpacked in that situation and undone. You just really got to get to the core and the root of where this hurt is coming from, you know, because it's not Kevin Samuels. That man ain't did nothing. We don't know, you know, what his we know he likes women, so that drag queen shit and all that stuff, that's neither here nor there. We don't know what that man does, you know, or what he cares it does, or if it even matters. You know what I'm saying? He's never claimed to be a counselor. He always tells people that they should get therapy, you know, seek therapy. It's just a bunch of baseless claims and however many minutes video that was, 6 minutes or whatnot, for nothing really. You know what I'm saying? Like, you spreading hate, you're not spreading love, you trying to keep us divided. You know that women that are hurt are going to resonate with the fact that you saying, don't let them do this, don't let them do that, without even actually checking to see if that's what's being done. You know what I'm saying? They know that pain, so when they feel that cut in again, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna trigger you. So they hear you, you know, and they're gonna ride with you because they know what that feels like. But that's not the case. And the fact that you're making it seem like that is very irresponsible, especially for somebody that's a grandma, you know, a human being, period. But somebody that's a grandma that has a kid, that has another kid, come on, Granny, you got to be better than that. And like I said, it's sad to see. She's funny. She's a funny lady, but it's not funny to me. You know what I'm saying? And I hate that we had to see that. But go ahead.
Yeah, and I hate it for our women. And I see Shannon commenting on the thing saying that even though he has some points, he tears women down to reality. And that's why women need to be. They need to be in reality.
Mm-hmm.
I had a good conversation with one of my homegirls. I leave her name out of this, and we were talking about Kevin Samuels. We were talking about she's 35 years old, and I kind of just gave her the real. I'm like, you're 35 years old. You said you want this. What are you doing to get that? She told me her Bumble profile. She told me her her Tinder profile. I was like, okay, based on how you present yourself, you're not presenting yourself to get to what you say you want, because dudes are not dumb like you think. Dudes can read through your super stage photos and see that you're about that glistening glam, and you're not about longevity. You're about a good time. And it took a minute for her to take it in, but once she took it in, she's like, damn, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. So, and to Shannon's comment again, talking about building people up, fuck that. Building people up does not work. We've been doing that in our community for so long. That shit does not work. We are not kids. You don't have to give people, when you handle people with kid gloves, guess where you sit at? The kiddie table. You don't sit at the grown people table. So what we're saying, and what guys like Kevin Samuels are saying, the overarching point is get off the kiddie table and get to the real table, because that's where life exists. That's where prosperity exists. And I think too highly of our women to subject you to kiddie routine and rhetoric, because you're so soft you can't be handled. In the same breath, you tell the world that I'm a strong black woman and I can't be told to do. Well, okay, well, act like a strong black woman and get your ass to the adult table, because where the adult table exists, that's where reality exists. So you're not gonna sit here and just lie to yourself so everybody will handle you with kid gloves. People are tired of doing that with you. And what's happening is, again, 75% of our women are not being paired with somebody. I mean, they're dying alone. That's a problem. So just being nicer and calmer and more thinking about their feelings, that's not helping. It's not working. It's not fucking working. So I'd rather be direct with you. I'd rather be upfront with you, because at the end of the day, me being nice to you is going to lead you to the same result, which is nowhere. And that's the meat and potatoes of it, man. And I don't care about being nice. Fuck being nice. You're too old. You're too old to be nice. You need to have life as it really exists. And once you understand life as it really exists, you will move forward to your point of where you say you want to be, as being pair bonded with someone, having a nice, successful family, having love, having caring, having, roles where one complements the next. But if you're handled with kid gloves, you're going to stay in that level of almost. And that is one of the easiest places to be, because you can think of somebody you had who was almost good enough, who was almost what you wanted. And you can lament to that the rest of your life while that almost person done went and found somebody and you're stuck in that stasis. And that's what the problem is. So that's why, Shannon, I respect your perspective, but I think that's bullshit, because nobody will ever progress forward, especially our women, because you're not told the harsh truth of reality. And you need to get out this fantasy land and get your ass in the real world. Yeah. That's all I got.
Okay, well, yeah, no. What did she say exactly, Shannon?
She said her first comment, she's having an emotional reaction to his method. I actually found this enjoyable since I agree he's not likable. Was her first comment.
Okay, and what was the second one?
Even though he may have some points, he tears women down into reality rather than uplift them into it. I think OG Granny is feeling for women's feelings and wants black women to be uplifted.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So I agree. I agree with you, and then I agree with her. I feel like it's ways that you could do it. I'm not the type to tear you down, because I know that it's not about reality with them, especially if that's not where they at, right? If their perspective is reality, their perception is reality. So if they already feel like they down, where else can they go? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you tearing them down any further, like, they're not gonna be receptive to what it is that we trying to tell them.
Let me stop you right here.
Go ahead.
How do men deal with that same situation? When you down, how do you learn to break that cycle?
Right. Well, it depends on what kind of man you're talking about, because we'll look in the mirror and be like, all right, this is the problem. We need to fix it. But again, that's rooted in reality. If you feel like everybody else may be the problem, or you haven't actually took accountability for what the problem may be, then you're not seeing it as reality. You just seeing it as being the victim to circumstance. You know what I'm saying? And you can't operate from that space in a productive manner, because it's everybody else, and you're not looking in the mirror saying, hey, it's you. You need to fix this. What are you going to do about it? You know what I'm saying? So if it depends on how somebody coming at you. Somebody going to swing at you and be like, look, you better do something about it. Or they're going to bring you in and be like, look, this is the problem. And that's the difference between me and you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to be like, look, fix the shit or be what it is. You know what I'm saying? And
But these women are coming to him, though, is my only problem. They're coming to his channel, asking him, knowing his brand. He's not having unsolicited advice.
Right,
that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. I don't, like I said, I don't disagree with any of his stuff. You know what I'm saying? But those are all on the surface type of solutions that he's given them. Like, it's going to take more detailed work to get them to the level to where they can be prosperous in the direction that they're trying to go. So when they come there, he's giving them the end game, like you would. If they called us right now and they talk to you, you tell them, look, this is where you at. This is what you need to do. And then, this where this where you're trying to go. This is what you need to do. All right, appreciate you calling. That's cool. They got the answer. They don't have any of the work and how to get there. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna take that work. And when you're doing work with somebody, you got to understand where they at. Like, if they are fragile, you got to handle them with care. You know what I'm saying? You can't really just shake them up like that.
Well, I agree with you if you're having a personal consultation. If you're on my show when I have a time limit, then I cannot do all the intricacies. What you can do, like he said, you can book a session, then we can go through that. Absolutely. But if I have a time constraint, I'm not gonna handle you with kid gloves. If you choose not to pay and you want free advice, then no problem. Here's what I think.
No,
if we don't hit these key points.
Absolutely.
That's where I'm at on that.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I agree with that. It's still business. He got a show to run, and I guess because I do sessions, so that's me doing the work. You know what I'm saying? So
that's how you're supposed to do it. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, no, that's why I said I agree with you and I agree with her. I see what she's saying. But when you calling his show, if you're looking at it at that point, you know what I'm saying, from that space, then yeah, you gotta get to it. He gonna tell you what it takes, and you're gonna do what you do with it. And if you need more work, you'll go get the therapy that he suggests or book a session with him personally. And
that's what you do. like you respect the platform, you respect the practice. That's what you do. If you're serious about fixing your problem, if you want to fix your problem in 5 minutes on YouTube, then you're probably not going to fix your problem. And that's just how the world works. And Shannon got another comment. Honestly, without compassion is cruelty. What's your number on the scale? How many kids you got? How do you match the same level of contribution? What do you attract? I like to watch conversation from the latter, and that's fine. And what I am asserting, Sammy can have his own opinion, is handling you with kid gloves and not getting to the crux of things, especially in a abridged atmosphere, which is his show. You got to get down to the nitty gritty. So you have to ask these questions because why? The men who you say you want, they want to know those things because those are things they evaluate you on. So you can say all day it's not handling with what was your word. I want to make sure I quote you correctly. Without compassion, men don't judge on compassion. Men will be like, well, you know what? She got 3 kids, but damn, she's a good person. I'm gonna see it through. That's not how men evaluate women. So you need to get your head into the game and understand. That's why I have the same smoke for people who go so, and I don't want to go so much off topic about racism, shit like that. You need to get to the crux of shit. You can talk about how you feel. You can talk about how they ain't seeing my side. Okay, fair enough. But if you want to survive in a quote unquote racist society, you need to learn how to navigate into it. Not about how you're going to convince everybody that your feelings matter, because guess what? People don't give a shit. Right. I've been alive for 37 years and I've from the hood, just like you. And I've learned real quick, people don't care about how you feel. So it's like, are you going to have your whole life dedicated to how you feel? Or are you going to get yourself into the game to understand how the world works? And that's what Kev kind of shows to women. Like, I get all this shit. You think that's important? You said you want this type of man. You don't have one. You're calling my show. Here's what these guys want. Oh, and the funny part is he asks a lot of women, okay, so what do these guys want? What do you bring to a guy that you are seeking, What do you bring to him that he should want? Well, I'm just a good person. I'm like, that's a fucking standard. Oh, well, I just feel like I can bring my personality. What are you talking about? No.
That's my favorite.
My personality. You think a dude judges women, potential wife level women off of your personality? You think that's what it is? Especially when he doesn't know you. When he's first meeting you, you think that's what he leads in with? Again, you don't even want to learn the terms of engagement with which the caliber of guys you say you want. And that's kind of where his platform exists. And I don't want to be long with it, but I want to leave it at that. You got anything you can ride us out?
Yeah, no, I think you're right about that. When you're talking about what they doing, calling in on the show, he has to be precise, and has to get them in and out because there's a lot of people waiting to get on, so it's good information. I haven't seen him, like I said, I haven't seen him tear anybody down intentionally. I've seen him do what he has to do to get to the solution that they asking for, what they asking for, because he asked
They asked for it.
Yeah. Yeah. So he asked them, what they want, what they're looking for. And then he tells them from his opinion and his standpoint on how to get it, so I can appreciate that. That's why I don't have a problem with that man. I appreciate what he's doing. I appreciate how he's helping women that are actually taking in that advice, and if they need more detailed work, then they'll seek that, so I don't, OG and them, they feel a certain type of way about it, but those are the type of people that they're going to feel a certain type of way about a lot of shit because they don't want to take accountability about their part in it. You know what I'm saying? And that's where it starts and ends, so that's what we at. I'm glad that we actually took comments this time so we can, talk to the people while they watching and stuff. So that was good. First time. So.
And the word you're looking for is a malcontent. A malcontent is always going to find an issue with something. Like infallibly, every time they're gonna find an issue with something, and that's just what it is. Some people just like that. You're wired that way. If you don't seek to correct it, you're gonna be a malcontent for any and everything in your life that goes against what's natural, what feels good to you. You know what I mean? And so that just is what it is. So we're gonna end it right here. We're gonna drop some more videos today, man. Love the feedback, Shannon. I don't agree with shit you talking about, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. We don't have to agree. We just have mutual respect and we move forward. So that's all I care about, man, because in this spectrum, it ain't all about agreeing. It's about sharing ideas. You take it or leave it, and you can build upon it in your own way. So that's all we got, man. Check us out next video. Really appreciate y'all's feedback, man. So that means y'all like it. So let's keep it rolling. Peace.